It is now.
All right, awesome. Guys, so I just wanted to talk to you tonight about inviting. It seems to be one of the biggest hurdles that coaches have to come across and, really leap over when they first become a coach. It's scary at first, but once you do it, and you consistently do it, it's going to really change your business. And that has been the biggest change for me, has been inviting people. When I first started, I invited everybody I knew to the business, to the products. And at first I wasn't consistent about it, but I did get a lot of interest in it. And then the more that I did it, the more, business I had, but also interest I had for people like that wanted to do coaching. And it is about the consistency. So, it should be part of your checklist that you do every day, that you're inviting 2 to 3 people to the business every day. You should be inviting 2 to 3 people to your challenge group every day. And even, to the product as well, if there's something that you think, would be good for them, or if you're just trying to build like relationships with people or reconnect with people. But it really has been the biggest thing that has changed things for me in my business. And I think that the more that you're able to do it, the easier it becomes. And it doesn't become this like challenging or scary thing for you. So, and the other thing too is, even if somebody says no at first, be consistent with them and follow up with them. You can help them even if they're not going to buy into a program. If they just want support, you can invite them to a challenge group or to some sort of accountability group that is going on, and just be there for them as they go through that group, and see what their interests are, what their needs are, and then provide like the answer to that. So, invite, and if they say no, stay consistent with them. Don't sort of, I don't want to say don't stop inviting them, but you want to give them time, to think about it, or come back to them later on and kind of go through the same invite again. That they have in the back office, they have the 5-step invitation process for coaches and customers. And, if you haven't been inviting people to these challenge groups, if you're only asking a few people, if you're not asking people every day, that this is the way to do it. They really give you a good step-by-step guide of what to say, and also with overcoming objections, you can go through that too. So that way, what the next step is to, engaging them in that conversation and getting them on board with what you're doing. So I know Steph has been really, really awesome on inviting people. I think she had mentioned that she was going to invite 50 people to the group. I don't know if she got to do that, but I was a little bit behind this weekend, so my inviting fell off a little bit, but I went back on it today, and I got at least 20 people invited to both the coaching group and the challenge group that we have going on. So, I think that you realize, they're not going to bite the first time you invite them, most of the time, unless they come to you. They're not going to say yes. Like, of course, they're not going to give you that answer that you want when you first invite them. So it's that trust and that relationship that you have to build at the same time in order to get somebody really on board and, trusting in what you have to offer them, either as a coach or as a customer. So does anybody have any specific challenges or objections that they're facing that they want to ask questions about?
Yeah, Val, with the online groups, like the Facebook groups.
Yeah.
How do you, like, I get people as friends, I start talking to them, but how do you, like, I don't want to say like choose the people you're going to invite that you don't know, but like, how do
Mhm.
you start that process? Like, you don't, it's, you know, it's getting easier with people that I know, but the people that I don't know,
Mhm.
where do you go with that? Like, how do you begin that one?
Well, if I joined some sort of like fitness or exercise group and I saw somebody posting consistently, or somebody, I try to make the effort to post in the random groups that I'm in, and if somebody likes my post or my picture or comments on it, I'll send them a message and just, sort of start that conversation there with them. And then even if it's somebody that I haven't created that conversation with privately through messaging, I'll just message them and say, hey, like, I really appreciate like your feedback, or I'm interested to connect with more people from this group, um, in a challenge group like setting, but not actually saying challenge group setting, something like accountability or motivational, something like that, to really get them, and then invite them that way. If I haven't, like I said, if I haven't already tried to build a relationship with them through private messaging. I think Steph has been really great at connecting with people that she doesn't know. So she might be able to give us an answer on, how she connects to those people in the groups and things like that that she joins. Any suggestions, Steph?
Well, what I do is I always feel weird inviting people into a challenge group, having them need to buy a challenge pack. I very rarely message people about that. I always use the free groups as like my way in for people. So when we have the free group, I seriously have about 75 groups I'm in. A lot of the moms on the budget, all through like the US and Canada. And it takes forever. It's a pain in the ass. But I only do it about like once a month for the free group. And I post in all of those. We're having a free clean eating group or whatever it is. Send me a friend request and then ask to be added. So then all of those people are now on my Facebook page. Um, Starting in like January, I got more. I had like 250 people to like our January group. And like the ones we just did, I probably added like maybe 50 or so. That's still not bad. So I get all of them into my free group, but then they trust me because they're in the free group too. Like they see all the clean eating tips, all that stuff. And then they're on my Facebook page and they see my workouts every day, my other tips, my recipes, that kind of stuff. And then, so for challenge packs, after that, I never message people about challenge packs. I might ask them how they're doing in the free group, stuff like that. And then a lot of times they'll bring it up. So that's kind of how I do it. I wait for them to, I ask them how they're doing, and then I wait for them to ask me, or I ask them about their exercise. It usually winds up getting around to it somehow, because I'll ask them like what they do for exercise, how their eating is, that kind of stuff. And then a lot of times it does get around to like the challenge packs we have, and they see my Facebook page so they know. The one thing I do cold invite them to is the Coach Sneak Peek groups now. I don't They're free, so I don't feel bad. So our last Shalene Johnson group, all those people, I just messaged about the Coach Sneak Peek group. So that's like how I do it. So the month before, I have the free clean eating group or whatever it is. And then the following month, all those people are in my messages from them telling me they want to join my group. And then I go through those messages and ask them if they ever had an interest in coaching. And even that way, people see all about Beachbody that way. And usually I'll get a couple coaches out of it, and I might also get a couple customers that don't think they want to coach, but now they know about the challenge groups and everything, and then they want to do it. So I kind of go like in a cycle like that. And I mean, you can't feel weird. If it's a free group, who cares? The free coaching group, that's how I got Kylie. I had never talked to her before. I invited her to the coach group. I got her. I got Pam that way. I think I got Lynn that way too. I got a lot of people that way. And they would never have known. And I don't think we had any kind of communication going before that. I just randomly asked them if they wanted to join. So that's why you can't feel bad. Because if you think it's fantastic, then other people will too. But did that make sense? So that's kind of what I do. I feel like Valpy Cold like starts forming more than I do. because I really do it all from the free groups.
Yeah, I think the groups, it's actually how I initially got a lot of people interested and onto my page, was doing exactly that, was joining all of these groups. And now I'm trying to do it. It was difficult actually to find like fitness groups that weren't Beachbody ones. So I was trying, and I'm not a mom, like I'm not married. I'm not, there's a lot of things that you might have going for you, Steph, that I don't. So I was trying to find like work from home opportunities, and then I just started typing like random things. And when you do that on the search, it'll tell you like, search for like pages, and then there's one for search for groups that are, about this. So it could be a running group. It could be, I joined a physical therapist group. I joined a wakeboarding group, a running group, rock climbing group, like all these different things that I'm just like interested in, and, depending on my post for that day, I'll randomly post something that I did, like whether it's a workout or something maybe not Beachbody related, maybe something that I cooked or something like that, and I'll post it in the group, and then I'll try and engage in those conversations with anybody that likes it or comments on it. And then I'll do what Stephanie was saying, offering the free challenge group to people. So just doing that blanket post in the group and telling them, it's important that you tell them to add you or to message you if they want to be in the groups. And that's where you have to like go to your messages and go to that other mailbox on Facebook, just because if they decide not to add you but they message you, you won't get the message. So yeah, like, and then start your relationships from there. Ask them, what their interest is with the group. Is it the workout? Is it the clean eating? Find out what they're doing currently, or if they've done clean eating in the past. It depends on the group that you're doing. You just want to ask them specific questions about that and how it relates to them. So that's how you can kind of start to form that relationship too, and really get to talking to people. So, and again, like if they end up not asking you about a Beachbody product or something that you mentioned in the group, or a Beachbody program that you're doing, you can mention it to them if it comes up in the conversation, or you can just continue to have that relationship until it does come up. And especially, add them if they haven't added you as a friend. That way that they can see what you're doing on a regular basis. You can invite them to your like page too if some people don't want to add random people to their regular Facebook page. But it's a good way to get your exposure in, and also to create those relationships and get people invited to the challenge groups. And then sometimes like sometimes if I really don't know somebody, like I'll just write something very short and sweet about, hey, we're doing a challenge group. Would you mind if I added you? And just usually they're just sure, if it's free and doesn't really require them to be active, then they'll do it. So, and then they'll watch and they'll participate when they want to, or you can follow up with them and find out, what they thought, and how the group is either helping them or how you can help them as a Beachbody coach.
Also, for your like page, what I did, which I have to do again, you could do this on your regular Facebook page, or it really works better for a like page to get more people. I used to do like a plank challenge or something. You could just Google 30-day plank challenge, and every day it tells you like a different amount of time to hold the plank for. So I would go into all those groups and just say I'm running a free plank challenge on my like page, just like my page, and you can join in. And that's it. And I would get maybe like 100 to 200 people that would go onto my like page. Half of them didn't participate, but now they're all on there. But I think next time I'm going to offer a prize, but I have to get back to that. But that's a good way to get more people onto your like page. A like page is hard though. Hardly any people see it the way that Facebook changed it. So you really have to use both. I'm starting to get, I think I got 1 or 2 sales this month from it, but I have 1,200 people on it. And I just started. Like, it's very hard. You can promote it, and mine always don't get approved. I don't know. It is difficult, but it's good to work both of them. Just I wouldn't rely on it. That's it.
Yeah, I've been trying to use both my like page and my regular page, and I was consistently using my like page for about like a week, and I felt like I didn't get as much engagement as I did through my regular page. So
You won't.
yeah, like it's weird. I don't know how Facebook, has really changed it, but especially with my regular page, I seem to get more likes and comments from, the people that I actually know in real life.
I even get from other people. So only random people comment or like on my regular page, but almost none of them on my like page.
And the other thing too is making it public. Some people don't want to make all their posts public, but you can definitely, and you should, for inviting to challenge groups and things like that, you should make those posts public. And it's actually so easy. Once you could make the post on your page, and then there's a way to share it, right? Like after you post it, you can click on share, and you can share it directly to that group that you're in. You don't have to go to each group individually. I posted in like 10 groups in one day, and I didn't need to go to that group individually. I just had to click share and type in the group name, and it posted it for me. So that's another way just to do it easily. But even though the challenge groups have already started, don't stop inviting people. You should still be inviting people. I was adding people up until the last day of the last sneak peek at coaching. I was telling them about it and inviting them and saying, listen, we're on day 5 out of 5, but take a look. Like, the group is still going to be up. You can reference back to it. And then I followed up with them too. And I said, did you get a chance to review the group? I know you missed out on seeing it every day, and it was 5 days, but what did you get to see? And same for the challenge groups too. It's a 30-day group, but again, every day you should be inviting people to those groups. And then in the future, you should think about the groups that are coming up next and inviting people to that. I don't know why it's, challenging at first to do it, but then once you start doing it, you're just going to do it on a regular basis and make it part of your checklist. If you've created your checklist already as a Beachbody coach, put it on there. And I have done it in a way that I keep myself accountable to it. So on my to-do list, I have like a line for the name of the person that I added. And sometimes it's 1 or 2, and sometimes it's 3 to 5, so find a way to make yourself consistently do it. If it's just sending those messages or sharing in the groups, find a way to get yourself committed to doing it every day, because that's going to be a big a change for you in terms of the relationships that you have and the reach that you have as a coach now. So, does anybody have any other challenges or objections that they came up with that they had a hard time dealing with? I know Nicole was saying that, she had the hard time connecting with people that she doesn't know. And I actually had a harder time connecting with people that I do know.
Me too.
When I first started. Because it was kind of like, I felt like I was going to be coming off as like a salesperson or something like that. But then having those free groups like totally changed things around to where I didn't need to feel that way, because it's free and it doesn't require much to be involved in the groups. And everybody wants to be healthier. Everybody wants to be, skinnier or lose weight. So, or just be fit. So it's a great way to connect with people.
Well, what I found about like the people that I know that made it easier, and I think working in a big department has made it easier too, is that my coworkers will like ask me about it.
Hmm.
And the other day, somebody was eating like a piece of cake and a Diet Coke, and I walked by, and she's like, "Don't shame me for my snack." And I was like, I'm not." And she's like,
Aw.
"Yeah, health police." So at least like even if they're joking, like I know that they know, that like, all right, I'm probably
Mhm.
not making the best choice, and I could probably do something better about it. So she knows I'm there when she's ready to stop drinking Diet Coke and eating cake. So that's
Well,
been
that's
helpful.
good. And when you do get somebody, if somebody does say, yeah, add me to the group, or yeah, I want to know more, you know, ask them if there's somebody that they want to invite to. Because then you're getting somebody that is committed and is going to join in, and then you can get their friend, or um, it depends on the group. If it's something about clean eating, say, oh, well, do you have a sister or, this person that might be interested in joining with you? I mean, if you know the person, you might be able to suggest like who they could invite, but if not, just to ask them, like, feel free to add somebody that you want, because once they're in the group, they're going to be able to add people.
Um, so just for our future groups, then next week we just have the first day of the challenge group starting since it's pre-week this week. So Monday we'll start that. If you're in that group, make sure to do those daily posts too, so we can keep people engaged. Because I know people are excited about it, but they're not going to be the first ones to post. So if we post them, it'll get other people to post too. And then September 22nd, we had decided that we're going to do a new coach training group. So whoever in here is new or you have new coaches, we're going to start like a 30-day training group for you guys. And make sure to tell people that too. You can post about it. Like we're starting a new coach training camp September 22nd. You know, I don't know. I'll think of something creative another time besides now. But you can definitely post about that. And it's also for you guys. And we're also going to do a free group on September 22nd. So we're going to have both of those things going on.
Oh,
So
Stephanie, who's doing the clean eating on a budget? When is that one? Is that the 15th?
I don't know I don't know if we ever finished getting her thing.
Okay.
It could be from Tara, but I don't think she ever gave it to everyone, like the entire thing.
Okay.
I don't know. Kylie was getting it, but I think she just went off the call. So I'll ask her. But I don't know if she ever made it all available. I'm not really sure.
All right. 'Cause I did have someone interested in that.
Yeah.
Um,
Let me
oh,
ask.
and then I also wanted to say we do have a new coach on tonight. She's like the green screen over there. It's my friend Beth.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Hey.
So she's
I
hoping to
wanted,
pick up some tips on inviting.
yeah, Nicole's been amazing for me. She's been a true inspiration. I've been eating healthy for 5 weeks, and Nicole has truly inspired me to get involved. I got involved in the Charlene Johnson Challenge, and I absolutely loved it. And that's how I got to be a coach through Nicole. She's been really, truly inspirational, and you guys have been wonderful too. So thank you for all the tips tonight.
Oh, you're awesome. You were always posting in there too.
Oh, I love it. I love to cook and I love yoga. So this is right up my alley. So I'm hoping to inspire other people to do this as
And I'm telling you, if you cook, I am the worst cook. I never, if I cook something, it is posted in every group everywhere.
well.
And people love it. I get so much interaction from recipes and meals. It's insane. So if you're a cook, use that to your advantage. I'm
Okay.
telling you, that's huge.
It's good to know because I do love to cook. I research recipes. I have a million cookbooks. This is just something I love to do. So I'll definitely incorporate that.
Oh my God. Even in your like page, you could just do one about like cooking. Because even though there's so many of them, people are still obsessed with like clean, healthy meals.
Yeah.
Crazy. But use that. Tag me in it because I need it.
So it's okay to, like you mentioned, like to Google like a free challenge and put it on your Facebook page to invite people
To do what?
to do a free challenge. It's okay to Google different challenges and post them for
Oh
people
yeah,
to.
you can do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still learning it, so Nicole's really helping me along, and this is definitely helping me as well.
Oh, good. Yeah, we'll have to do calls. I think we could do them every Tuesday. Tuesday at 9:30.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Is that a good time for
That'd be
everybody?
good.
Too.
As long as it's not during Monday Night Football.
Tuesday. We had Diamond Push calls on Tuesdays that Val and Kylie were in. That's why, but they're over now. So Tuesdays are good.
Yeah, those are good.
Sorry.
Do you know, so Thursday, we're still doing the elite calls?
Yeah, I don't know how much longer, but
Yeah, I thought it was just going to be a month, but.
I think
So
they are. No, I'm not. And then Monday, don't forget, we usually do have the bombshell calls. I always listen to the repeat anyway. But actually, tonight was on Instagram. So the link will probably be in Dana's team page, or if I find the link too. But it's good to have two social media. And I'm guilty. I use really just Facebook. But Instagram's huge, and apparently the whole call tonight was on that. And they're always recorded. So make sure you listen to the recording. And if you can't find it, if you go on scottyhobbs.com, he has every single team call on there. And that's how I find them all. If you go on scottyhobbs.com, and at the top, it'll say like coach info or something, and you'll see team calls. And they're all listed there from like years. They're awesome. That's good to know. And that's the like page one too. He has that. It's from Miguel Crusco or whatever his name is. He did it like a couple months ago, but it was all on like pages, and that really helped me with mine. That was a good one on there. But I listen to him like while I'm driving, or even listen to it during my workouts. I don't get everything if it's like a hard workout, but better than nothing. So we'll have ours Tuesday. So Mondays at 11 Eastern are the Beachbody calls. They have a national call every Monday at 11 Eastern. Those are recorded too. You can find them in the back office. Then Tuesday at 9:30 at night, we'll have our calls. And then Dana has calls on Thursday nights. Well, now it's Wednesday, and then it's going to change to Thursday. But at least get on our calls.
Yeah, the national wake-up calls are good too. I mean, I, for some reason, can't always find them in the back office, but I have the playback number saved to my phone, so I can never listen to it at 11 o'clock on a Monday morning. So I saved the playback number, and I'll just play it, call in when I can. And it's, like 40 minutes or something, Steph?
Yeah.
So, if you just have time, yeah.
Just forward through the people's names if you do it on your phone. And,
Well, yeah, when you call, you can't do that.
No.
It's so annoying. But whatever. I'll just put it on like when I get in the shower, and then I'll get out of the shower and they're done with their, announcements at the beginning, and then the call goes through while I'm getting ready in the morning or something. So,
yeah,
but today's call was actually really good. I don't know if anybody got to listen to it yet.
I listen on Tuesday mornings on my way to work. That's always my thing.
Yeah, Carl was on today, so it was a good call. He talked about their Italy trip and a bike ride that they did there, but it was very coaching related.
Cancun, we have so many good things. You guys want to try to get to Diamond too, I'm telling you, because a couple things. First of all, Ashley, who is a couple coaches above me, she's going to do a Diamond retreat for our whole team, and that's going to be in February, I think. So if you're Diamond, you get to go on that retreat. And then second of all, if my husband can't come to Cancun, I'm bringing one of my Diamonds with me. So it's a totally free vacation to Cancun, working out with Shaun T, everybody. Can't wait to work out with Shaun T. But that's awesome. 2 free trips you guys can get. So work your little butts off. We can all do it by New Year's. All right. Any other questions, or you can go watch football?
Oh, Stephanie, one more thing about the Scotty Hobbs calls. Can you get them? Do you have an iPhone? Can you get them on your iPhone? Because I cannot open that program on my phone at all. Is anybody able to?
I listen on my computer while I work out.
Oh, okay.
I think you can get the Puffin app. but I go to people's houses and I have a secure phone, so every minute it locks.
Oh.
So I can't do it. But if you get like the Puffin app, you can go into like your Facebook and listen to those. Some people have an issue with it, but I can't really do that because of my security thing.
Okay.
All right. All right. Well, if nobody else has questions, you can always ask. Don't forget. And
Thank you
keep inviting.
Thank you.
All right.
so much.
Have a good night.
You too. Thank
Yeah.
you.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Val.
Thank you.